I was just about to start my fire. I wanted to show you guys another piece of cool camping gear. These are waterproof matches. Come in this little carry case. It says stormproof matches. UCO stormproof matches. But, well, we'll light that one here in a minute. We'll see if it lights. But I was going to show you guys, when these things say they're stormproof or waterproof, they mean it. They burn for a long, long time. And watch this. Isn't that crazy? Dunk it completely underwater, take it out, and it relights. Isn't that freaking sweet? Throw that in there. We'll grab this one that's been soaking for a minute. I don't know if this will light, but we'll see. Look at that. Holy cow. I'll link some of these things in the description below, guys, but for me, these are a camp essential, hunting essential. I keep this thing, I mean, it's just a little bit bigger than a lighter. I keep this thing in my hunting pack or my hiking pack all the time. You never know when you're going to absolutely need some fire. So go pick some of these up. Again, I'll link some of these in the description below. Another pretty cool piece of gear is this stuff called fat wood. You can find this stuff at Walmart, Amazon. I'll see if I can't find a link for it on Amazon and link this stuff below also. But basically what it is it's the center part of a dead pine tree, and it's just saturated in sap. I don't know if that's going to focus, but it's saturated in sap, and you can light it with a lighter and it burns for a long time. This one little stick right here will probably burn for, I don't know, 20 minutes. So whenever you don't want to use up your stormproof matches, you can go buy you some of this fat wood, and it works a lot better if you cut shavings off with a knife. It lights up a whole lot faster, but because I'm just using it in a chimney or in a wood stove, I'm not going to worry about shaving any pieces off. I'm just going to lay that right there between those pieces, try to light this end, and I'll have me a fire here in just a few minutes. One helpful tip when you're camping is lay a tarp or something out in front of your tent and put your shoes out here. But in the wintertime, the floor of the tent gets real cold, so get you some house shoes. I've got some Hey Dudes because I'm cool like that, but it'll keep you from dirtying up the tent, kind of like I already have a little bit. That's not so bad, but it'll just keep the tent a whole lot cleaner if you leave your dirty shoes out here and wear your house shoes in your house. Okay, Matt, we're cooking cornbread in the Dutch oven. Looks like our coals are just about ready.
Yep.
So we need to cook the cornbread at 400 degrees. So how are we gonna achieve 400 degrees?
Right, so what you saw earlier was we were lighting these coals. We wanted to make sure that they were good and started. You know, you have these pre-soaked coals that they'll light almost instantly, but just because you have them on fire doesn't mean they're ready to go. You want to get them nice and warm, which means that they need to have some nice graying to them. So it's been, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes, they're ready to go finally. So once we've achieved that, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to use the rule of 2. So this is a 12, which means a 12-inch Dutch oven. And there's more refined tables for this, but just to keep it simple, the rule of 2 is the subtract 2 from the number, and that's your number that you want on the bottom. So it'd be 10, and then you add 2 from the number you want on the top, so that'd be 14. So we're going to have 10 on the bottom and 14 on the top.
Okay, so since we have a 12-inch skillet, we want to subtract 2 for how many we want on the bottom, and then add 2 for however many we want on the top. So if we had an 8-inch skillet, we would do 6 on the bottom and 10 on top?
Exactly.
All right, cool.
So we're going to go ahead and tip over our starter chimney here. And what I'm looking to do is I'm going to take the hottest ones, which will be at the bottom of the chimney, and I'm going to put them on there first. And then the coldest ones, which are at the top, I'm going to go ahead and put them back in the chimney, and they'll be my reserve to replace coals that wear out.
Awesome.
So let's go ahead and do that. And this is the kind of task you don't want to be wearing flammable marshmallow pants for.
Yeah, don't try this at home. So you're gonna take the hottest coals and put those on the bottom, huh?
Correct.
So the hottest 10 or so. It looks like some of them are smaller than others.
Might be a little bit hard to really say. For the most part, if they're mostly whole, that counts as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish.
Okay, 7. And about 3 more or so.
I'm gonna get 1 more.
Yeah, it looks like we have some halves there. Cool. So do you need to spread them out evenly or in a circle, or how are we spreading them out to get as even of a heat as we can?
So you definitely want to put it in a regular pattern, not just a circle, but you're going to want some in the center as well. You have to remember that you have to be practical, so it's not going to be perfect, but like I said,
That's looking pretty good right there. Looks like that'll fit our 12-inch skillet really nice. So then we're just going to put the skillet right on top. And you got to have a camping...
Thank you, Paul Revere, for inventing the legs.
Yeah, you got to have a camping Dutch oven with the legs on it. Then we're going to take about, what was it, 14?
14.
And put them on top.
So I'd say that's like 4.5. I don't know how to count that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're 6. Nine.
It's really handy to have a little camp shovel like that, so you're not having to pick up every individual one with tongs or what have you. But
Yeah, I like the tongs. It's good to put it precisely where you want it, but the shovel is good for quantity.
you definitely want something. You got to have something because these coals are so hot. But looks like we're going to spread them out pretty evenly along the top also. And then, do we need to rotate the lid or rotate the base or anything throughout the cook to ensure we don't have any hot spots, or what are we going to do there?
Absolutely. So think about this like you're cooking something on your stovetop. You don't want to have it on, say you're cooking some eggs on your stovetop, you don't want to be cooking it at the edge of the pan where the stuff closer to the center gets cooked before the stuff on the edge. It's the same concept. So there's going to be uneven cooking because this is an irregular type of cooking. So depending on how long you're going, if it's like a long format thing like you're baking a cobbler or something, I would rotate it once every half hour. This is only going to take 15 or 20 minutes, so maybe every 5 minutes we'll turn the bottom 90 degrees.
Cool. Well,
We'll turn the top the other way.
sounds good, man. Well, we'll check back whenever we check on this stuff here in about 15 or 20 minutes. Well, look what we have here. Some venison chili and some sweet cornbread. Cornbread didn't get browned as much as we'd like, but it's done. So we're gonna enjoy some dinner, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, guys, it's like the butt crack of dawn right now. The sun's just now coming up. Both my buddies are still asleep. I've already made some coffee, making some breakfast right now. It's gonna be an exciting day, guys, so stick around. So I got a pretty cool tree fact for you. See, the divots on these leaves are called sinuses. These are both the same species of leaf, looks like from an oak tree, but the reason why the sinuses are bigger on this leaf and smaller on this leaf is because this one is from the top of the tree and this one is from the bottom of the tree. The reason why the sinuses are bigger on this one is to allow sunlight to get through to the bottom layers of the tree. And that's why this leaf's body is bigger than this leaf. You see this one's much fatter than this one. It's to allow it to catch more sunlight and to give the tree more nutrients. So that's why you can see kind of the shadow on that bottom leaf. That's why the sinuses are bigger on this one, is to let sunlight through. Pretty neat. Well, guys, we came hiking out here to look for this bridge. Look at that. It's all messed up. Bridge fell. So anyway, it wasn't that bad of a hike. It was probably, what, half a mile maybe? It wasn't that bad, but I guess we're gonna head back because the main attraction's broken, so stick around.
I'll cross it for 100.
Sharp will cross it for $100. So we're on our way out. I noticed all these twigs were nipped off here. You can see that's an old one. Nipped off there. Nipped off there. What these are willow sprigs. And beavers love willow. So beavers come through here all along this side and eating these branches. Willow is like candy for beavers. That's pretty neat. Okay, so we're going to try to make campfire donuts. So I've never done this before, but from my understanding, you just take some pre-made biscuits. I just bought these from Walmart. These are the Great Value buttermilk biscuits. You just poke a hole in them, make basically a donut shape. You fry it, and as soon as it's done, you roll it in some powdered sugar. So I'm gonna poke a hole in all these, make them look about like that, and then I'll show you guys what's going on when the oil gets hot. Now that my oil's good and hot, I'm gonna take these pieces, just gonna lay them in here. Like I said, never done this before, so I don't know how this is gonna go. We're gonna find out. Now it looks like it's equally browned on both sides. So I'm gonna take my powdered sugar here, open the bag up, I'm gonna take my donut, toss it in the bag, shake it up, and coat this thing in powdered sugar so it looks like something kind of like that. Well, my bag started leaking, so I had to just put the powdered sugar on a plate, but let's give it a try. Pretty good. Tastes like a funnel cake, not really a donut. Pretty good. It's really messy, so don't do it inside your tent like I did, but overall, it's pretty good. Good camp food. Well, good morning, everyone. Got camp right back there. It got pretty chilly last night. The lake's all frozen over. I'm just sitting here watching the sunrise. I'm about to make some coffee, about to make some breakfast. Last night for dinner, we had steak and potatoes. Didn't really film any of that. We were just kind of having time together as friends. We don't get to see each other that often, so just kind of wanted to enjoy that moment. But dinner was good. Today on the agenda, we've got to go shoot some guns, so look for a future video on that potentially. But we're gonna pack everything up and head home today, guys. It was a fun trip. Well, we're heading out, and the worst part about camping is putting all your gear up. But I'm gonna try something that I saw on YouTube one time, and it's kind of a magic trick, so we'll see if it works. But I think it just kind of sweet. It looks like it worked. Well, that was easy. Well, guys, I hope you liked the video. We're already packed. We're fixing to head out, but we enjoyed this state park quite a bit. It was Greenleaf State Park here in Oklahoma. But anyway, guys, be sure to like and subscribe. I've got a couple videos coming up pretty soon that are going to be pretty exciting, so make sure you subscribe. Look in the description for a lot of the equipment and a lot of the gear that I'm using. It'll be down there below. It doesn't cost you anything to use my affiliate link. It just gives me a little kickback so I can post some better videos for you guys. So be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Ooh.